Hey everyone, my name is Jose, aka Joe Engineer. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm very excited to share with you a short video summarizing the remodel that I was able to complete in my garage this past year. If you have seen any of my previous videos, you'll see that this workspace used to be a very dark, unfinished garage previously. And also in the summertime, it was way too hot. And then in the wintertime, way too cold. And I had no outlets or places to plug in any kind of electrical equipment. And now we've improved upon all of those things. Also, one big disclaimer is that this is my very first time doing any kind of remodeling or interior refinishing of any kind. So I made a lot of mistakes. This is not meant to be an instructional video, but rather just sharing with you what I did, and hopefully, more of a motivational type of a video, so that you can hopefully make your own garage or workspace a nicer place to work in. Over the last couple of weeks, we did some electrical work in here. Now we have a brand new sub panel over here, 100 amps. And we laid out all the individual circuits that I'll show here in a little bit. But I'm really happy with the capability that I have in here now. So what we've got going on here is on this back wall, we've got 3 220 outlets on the bottom and a couple of 110s on top. And then on this wall next to the car, we've got 3 110s here on the bottom, so we can plug in power tools or lights or other stuff. And if you recall, like I had mentioned in the previous video, this side is always dark because I don't have any overhead lighting like I do on the shop half. So we put another 110 outlet over here so we can plug in some work lights and run them somewhere here in this area. Otherwise, it's still generally a mess in here with everything just sort of shoved into this side. 5 bags of rock wool insulation, and these are the results. Got the far wall and the back wall all completely done, and the small electrical wall next to the door, except for this one spot. I actually ran out, and there's no point in buying a 6th bag just for this one little spot. So if in the future the ghost hunters roll through, they might say, there's a cold spot here, there's some paranormal activity going on in this corner. No, but it's probably okay, because I had to prioritize where to put the rest of it, and I ended up putting it in the areas that have the electrical lines, because if there's ever a fire inside of the wall, there's less oxygen for the fire to grow and continue. And in this spot, since there's nothing going on, it was better to just leave that one open, if any. So yeah, that's kind of all I plan to insulate for now. Over on the other side are, again, the old cabinets that I have going on. I may replace them down the line, and then at that point I'll worry about insulating and drywalling on that side, but for now it's going to stay the way it is. So yeah, now the next step is just to do drywall next weekend with my dad. Hopefully we do an okay job. Camila, come over here and do that over here on the camera.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. Drywall is finally all done. And the integration in this corner with the panel looks okay. Overall, pretty happy with the results. already the temperature fluctuates a lot less in here, and it's brighter, much more comfortable to be in, which is great because it's warming up now. I had to go back and reinstall this U channel, J channel, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a protective cap for the raw edge of the drywall. I had to go back and loosen the top screws in the drywall and you know, try to slip this in place, which actually worked pretty well. So yeah, ready to put down some mud. Tape coat 1 is finished. Had to let it dry for a couple of days to make sure all the corners dried out and the butt joints. But so far, so good. Finally, after a few coats of paint, this is the final result. A nice light gray, not too dark and not too light, where I'm going to leave dirty fingerprints all over the wall. But you know, nice, bright, clean workspace. Maybe a little industrial, but that's okay. That's kind of what I'm going for, especially with machines such as this hanging around. And lastly, we got to add some color in here because these walls are too drab, so we got to add a splash of color. Take a wild guess as to what I'm going to do with these 3 cans of paint. baseboard paint is finally dry. The walls are now complete, and I've started organizing a little bit and putting stuff back up against the back wall so that I can actually move around in here again. So I'm pretty excited because now I can actually slowly see my vision come to fruition here. These walls are very well insulated, as you've already seen. But that garage door over there is just a bare steel roll-up door. And in the summertime, when the sun is hitting this door directly, this surface is uncomfortably hot. It feels almost like a heater. And in the middle of the night, in the winter, if I happen to be wrenching here late at night, then the same surface is extremely cold. So in order to prevent the heat transfer back and forth through this side of the garage, I'm going to go ahead and install these styrofoam insulation panels that came from Lowe's. And this particular kit is the correct size for my door. So let's go ahead and pop those in and make this garage door extra insulated. So a couple of hours of work, and this is the result. Looks good, sounds good. Hopefully it'll be nice and warm in the winter and cool in the summer now. A couple of tips now that I went through this process. They do bend. The panels are creased this way, lengthwise on the back side, so you can curve them this way to go in and then collapse flat. But if you do it too much, then you do end up with some creases that you can see, such as here. Not a big deal, but just in case if that bothers you. Also, my top two panels were a little tough to do because I had screws here that were getting in the way, right in here. So what I did is I loosened them to allow the panel to slip past this end channel here, and then I put the screws, then I snug the screws back down after the fact. Otherwise, if you try to brute force them, you'll get, again, some of these kind of wrinkles that are impossible to get out afterwards. But other than that, pretty easy process. Looks good. And yeah, very happy with the results. In case anyone is wondering, this is the kit that I used for my 2-car garage door. It doesn't have a part number on it or anything, but this kit has 8 panels, and 8 panels will do a 1-car garage bay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what is included in one pack. So I had to buy 2 of these in order to do a 2-car garage. Highly recommend it. So here's a final look at the results of all of our hard work. Nice clean bright garage door. Nice clean bright walls with some color on them to make them pop. Upgraded electrics. I'm still trying to organize my equipment in here, so this is by no means the final configuration. But all in all, it should be a much nicer place to work on this little machine from here on out. Thank you so much to my family and my friends who helped me achieve this dream. I'm eternally grateful for them to be able to have my own personal workspace like this. It's about 45 degrees outside right now, and it's raining and cold, and inside it's nice and comfortable in here. And I'm excited for the new capabilities that I have here now. So if this video helped motivate you at all to improve the workspace that you have or your own garage, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.